calling from, because actually we're in different time zone. So it's actually evening from my side. So welcome everybody to today's webinar. My name is Igwe James Abraham. Currently, I'm a Nigerian, though I reside in China currently, and I'll be the one taking us on understanding what management is specifically, and how we're going to be able to navigate our way through this. And just like our host Izuna just said, project management is what all of us experience every day of our life, because we manage projects, different projects, whether from planning on what you're going to eat when you wake up, or how you're going to go to the office and come back, to managing bigger projects when it comes to companies. So, and as we know, this is a 21st century where everything is revolutionizing. The use of AI and the information technology has made it very easy for anyone to work from anywhere. So remote project management is just about working from anywhere and collaborating with your team to achieve desired results. Concerning the project you're working on. So let me try to share my screen. Can you see my screen? Hello?
Your
Hello?
screen is not yet up. No, we are not seeing it. Okay, we can see we can see your screen now. You can see your screen now,
Okay.
James.
Yeah. So this is what we're going to be looking at today. We're going to be looking at remote project management tools and best practices. So just like our host mentioned earlier, it's very difficult working online, because of many challenges, especially when you find yourself in Africa, when we don't have a reliable source of power like electricity, when NEPA will be dealing with you, and other challenges that we face. So today we're going to go through most of these practices and how we're going to be able to navigate most of them, so that we can be able to work remotely and achieve our desired result. So we're going to understand the key remote project management tools. Though we're not going to learn all of them because we have many of them, but we're actually going to learn and understand the key ones, especially for those that are beginners when it comes to project management. So we're going to learn the best practices for managing distributed teams. We're also going to explore the tips for improving collaboration and productivity. Here, because project management or so depends on a collaboration with your team. Because what matters in a project is being able to collaborate, being able to work in a team. Because most of the time, the kind of project we work on is not really something that we do ourselves. We have teams, especially if you work in a very big company, or maybe you're planning, making a plan for something, an occasion. You discover that you're not the only person that is going to work on that project alone. So your team spirit is very important when it comes to project management. So improving your collaboration and team spirit is very important. So we're also going to explore the practical application of Asana as a tool for project management in this webinar. Then we're going to have a question and answer section too. And okay, So why are we studying remote project management? That is one question we have to answer before we dive into this. Remote work or hybrid work, as people call it, is on the increase these days because many companies are in need of skills that they can be able to source within their company. But due to the advent of the information technology and AI and other technologies that allow people to work from anywhere they are, you don't really need to be in an office to be able to deliver on a project. So why we are studying this remote project management is because you can actually be able to work from anywhere you are. And as we know, there are many remote jobs that are available online. Just that most of us we lack information and we don't know that we can actually work from the comfort of our zone, uh, from the comfort zone we are. So then we're going to face or to understand to try to explore the challenges which we encounter during project management, especially the remote project management. When we talk about the time zones, just taking for instance myself, I'm currently in China now. It's uh it's 5 p.m. Yeah, it's 5 p.m. in China currently. And someone in Nigeria is actually 10 a.m. Maybe someone in the UK, okay, almost the same time as Nigeria. But maybe someone in the US or Europe is actually going to have different time zones. But the good thing about remote projects management is that the time difference is not actually a problem. It's not actually a problem because with the tools for remote project management, it can be tailored for you to be able to work anytime you wake up and you still meet up with your schedules. So me being in China or someone being in the US or someone being in Sweden or Italy doesn't stop you from collaborating to work on a project. So that is the advantage we now have. So we're also going to explore the importance of strong tools and frameworks for success. There are many tools for project management, which we are going to explore many of them because working remotely needs you to have access to many tools. Yeah, it needs you to have access to many tools that can actually help you to collaborate with your teammates. Okay, these are the key challenges in remote project management. uh, Remote project management has its own advantage and it also has its own disadvantage too. So let me take for example, we at DataBros Tech, we have always uh, had online meeting and all the time we always have online meeting. It has never been face-to-face meeting. So that's not really a challenge for us, but most times it's a challenge for some groups. In remote project management, you are not able to meet the person that you are collaborating with face-to-face. And we know sometimes there is actually need for you to sit down and deliberate on important matters because it's not everything that's meant to be discussed over the phone or over the call. So number two challenge we have is the communication gap. Communication gap stems from language barrier or language barrier because you discover that during this kind of meetings, there are some people that, especially people that don't speak English, or the English is not their first language, though it's a generally accepted language in the whole world, but most people find it very difficult. And imagine collaborating with someone that doesn't really understand the English you speak very well. So it's going to be a problem. And number three, we have tracking progress and deliverables. We discover that during project management, it's mostly difficult to track the progress of the people that are collaborating in that project. Though recently uh, it has already the solution to this tracking process has been delivered or has been improved recently. So now you can actually be able to track how many hours or how many days or the progress of your projects within your team as a project manager. So we also have the challenge of team management and collaboration. When you're working remote, it's very hard to manage your team as a project manager. It's very, very hard to manage your team. So it's one of the challenges we have. And as I said before, the time zone coordination is a very big problem. It's a very big problem we face in remote project management. So essential remote project management tools. So we have many tools, like I said before, for you to manage with your team. You have a lot of tools that help you to achieve success when it comes to project management. And we have categories of tools like the collaboration and communication tools. Yeah, the collaboration and communication tools, we have we have like Slack, we have your social media, your WhatsApp, where you can be able to send message and collaborate with your team. We have like Loom, where you can make videos and show your teammates what's is being what your task is all about. So you can make videos, you can send messages, you can send documents using Dropbox, Google Drive, and Google Docs, and all that. So it's something. It's those are tools that, as a project manager, you need to get conversant with them to be able to really succeed. Then we have task and workflow management. Task and workflow management. In remote projects management, we discover that we have the ability to be able to manage the tasks. As a project manager, I can actually stay in my room and manage the tasks and workflows of my teammates. It's very, very possible. So I don't need to see you face to face to be able to do that. So there are many tools in project management which, when integrated, the workflow and the tasks can be automatically managed. So then, like I said, we have document sharing and file sharing. We use the likes of Dropbox. I don't know if all of us know Dropbox and uh, Google Google Drive, which I'm sure everybody is conversant with, as far as you work with Microsoft and uh, Gmail. You are going to know what Dropbox and Google Drive is all about. So you need to be very conversant in using those tools for you to be able to succeed as a project manager. So also we have time tracking and productivity. For project management, when you're working in a company, the project manager or the project lead or lead manager wants to know how many times you spend in working on your project. So there is also tools like we have Clockify, where you can be able to check how many hours or how many minutes or the progress of your task and how many hours your teammates have actually devoted to each of the tasks that you assign to them. Then we have video conferencing. Video conferencing is one of the things that we are doing right now. We can use Zoom, we can use Tencent meeting, we can use Google Google Meet. We can use Google Meet. We can use Teams. There are many platforms for this. We can also use Loom, as I said before, for collaboration. So all these tools, as a project manager, are things that you need to get conversant with at your fingertips for you to be able to collaborate and succeed in a project. I don't know if we're following.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes.
Okay. So these are top tools for collaboration and communication. Like I said, effective communication is very, very important when it comes to remote project management, because you're not seeing yourself face to face. You're not there every day to have a face call where every member of the team comes to tell the team the progress of his or her task. So, but with the presence of collaboration and communication tools, we have, like I mentioned before, we have Slack. I'm sure everybody know Slack. So Slack is mostly what all the big companies, every company makes use of Slack. So it's a space where you can be able to share message. You can message in a group, or you can message personally, or in a team in Slack. Also, we have Microsoft Teams where you can also do the same. Those are messaging channels, and also helps for integration. So we have video conferencing. Like I said, we are doing right now. We have the Zoom, and we have the Google Meet. So we have the Google Meet. Then we also have a tool called Miro or Mural. This tool is used for whiteboarding for brainstorming. When we talk about whiteboarding for brainstorming, we mean, like, if you're working on a project, there's always a place where you keep a small note. There's always a place where you keep a small note. This whiteboard is just like you developing a project. There's always going to be a note where you write everything about that project that every other person is not going to know about. So that is what we call whiteboarding. It's a place where you can go back and consult when you may be confused or trying to get the direction or the new direction for your project. You can always consult your whiteboard. So, okay. Now these are the tools for task and workflow management. You know, remote project management and project management in particular is about collaborating with your team. Like I said before, it's very hard for you to achieve a project alone, especially when it comes to big projects or company uh, project. So for us to collaborate, we have to share tasks. We have to share tasks among ourselves. Like, as a project manager, you need to be able to delegate. Um, you need to delegate the tasks to each of your team members, to assign the tasks to them. That's the only way the task can be completed efficiently and also on time. So most of these tools, we have Trello. Trello is a project management tool. Though we are not going to explore Trello today, but maybe next time we're going to explore Trello. Then we have Asana. Asana is the one we're going to explore in details today, where we're going to see how a project can be managed from uh, like we're going to see how a project can be managed from the beginning and uh, collaborating with our teammates. So in Asana, we're going to see how the tasks can be managed, can be assigned to different teammates, the timeline. You have to assign a task to your teammate. You're telling them, this is the time I want this to be done, and this is the time I want you to get this done. And also, like, we're gonna uh, we're gonna go in details on Asana later on. So we have another tool we call ClickUp or Monday.com. Monday.com, this is also a project management tool. It has a lot of things. And one thing about all these task and workflow management tools is that you can actually automate them. There's AI. AI can help you to do the work, and you can also um, you can also automate them in a way that you don't even need to go to your dashboard every day. As a project manager, you don't need to go there to work manually. So once everything is set for you, you get your work done. Okay, before I talked about document and file sharing tools. So document and file sharing tools is very, very important when it comes to remote project management. Um, Forgive me, but I have to say this. most of us, most people, I myself included, I before I started my postgraduate studies, I never, I wouldn't say I'll never, but I was never constantly using um, Google Drive. I wasn't constantly using Google Drive or Dropbox until I started my postgraduate studies and all that. So I think most of us are in that category. But for you to be a successful project manager, you have to be competent with these tools, especially Google Workspace and Microsoft 365, because these are real time collaboration tools where you work immediately, like you're posting the updates immediately. You know what real time is all about. So you communicate with your teammates in real time. So we also have Notion and Confluence. So these are also some tools that help us to collaborate and share files. I don't know if we're understanding.
Yes,
Hello, can you hear me?
yes, we can hear you, James.
Okay.
We are following. We're following.
Yes, I don't know if I'm speaking so fast.
No,
So
no, no, no. Yeah.
okay. So in project management, we usually emphasize on time. We usually emphasize on time because time is very, very important. Because you discover that as a project manager and you have a team you're working with, you discover that when you share tasks to your teammates, you discover that there are people that are very, very sluggish in carrying out their tasks. So that is why time tracking is very, very important. So when you are assigning a task to any of your teammates, you have to put time. You have to put a time that this task is to be completed. And you also have to put if this task is going to be done urgent, is going to be like the priority. You need to tell your teammates if this task is urgent, it's something that you need done urgent, and if the priority is high, low, or medium. So you need to specify these things for as a project manager for your teammates so that they can be able to deliver the tasks on time. So like I mentioned before, tools for doing this, we have Clockify. Clockify is a tool which we use to manage and track time or track the tasks or projects we're working on. We also have another one for rescue time. So also for tracking the time, and also we have Hub Staff. So those are time tracking and productivity tools for project management. Okay, these are very important practices for you to succeed as a remote project manager. So we first of all, you have to have a clear goal and scope. You need to have a very clear goal and scope before starting on a project. You don't just embark on a project because you want to do it. So you need to state the goals from beginning to the end, the deadlines, the expectations, how you want this done. You have to break everything down and have it written down so that this is the framework. This is the format of how you're going to carry out this project. It's going to be a guide. So stating your goals very clear is very, very important in project management. Then we have daily, weekly stand-ups. So this weekly and daily stand-ups, it's actually a big challenge when it comes to remote project management, but it's also possible. It's also possible. It's very difficult because of the time frame or the time difference, but it's also done in a way that whenever the person comes on, whenever it comes on and logs into your dashboard, you can always do your stand up. Stand up here comes in a big company. In a big company, we have what is called stand ups. Stand ups in a project management is when every day or every morning after everybody resume to work, Then we have to meet in a particular room. This is physical now. If you're working in a physical company, you have to meet in a physical hall where everybody stays, and they're going to address you, just like a morning assembly when we're in college or something like that. So they have to address you. The manager has to address you, the CEO, and then tell you what you guys are going to do for the day. And also, the stand-ups also helps team collaboration in a way that during the stand-up, each uh, each partner each partner in a team has the opportunity to share their progress, just the way we can now do it using some communication and collaboration tools. But if it's a physical office, you guys have to meet, and each member of the team has to share his or her um, like the progress. Each member of the team to them. So we also have synchronized status of everybody in the team. So work over time to be able to maintain this. Once you have your tools ready, all these things can be done for you. You just have to generate the data whenever you need them. Then we also have feedbacks and log feedback loops. So this happens even during integration. You can also set your tool in a way that there's this two-way communication between the manager and his team members. If a manager assigns you a task and maybe you don't really understand the task that the manager assigns to you, then you can always get back to the manager using the same tool. You don't need to start chatting him maybe on WhatsApp or any other platform. You can actually do that in the same tool that you're using to work on your project. So for now, for the theory aspect of this webinar, this is where we are going to stop for now. And I don't know if anybody has a question before we progress to uh, practicing or practical application of one of these project management tools. Thank you.
Okay. Please, if you have a question, just signify by maybe raising your hand or just typing it in the in message box. Right. Just raise your hand or send an emoji just to signify that you have a question. Before we move forward to the practical aspect of project management.
I think
Okay.
everyone. Okay, on you go.
Do we have any question?
I think there is no question. You can go on.
Okay. So in the absence of no question, I would like us to actually explore one of these project management tools, and I would like us to explore Asana. Um, so sorry, I have to stop sharing now. Okay, I need to share my screen. So we're going to explore Asana. I don't know if you can see my screen.
Yes, we can.
Okay. So Asana, like I said, is one of the project management tools. So, and I want us to kind of explore so that we can actually understand how to collaborate and how to manage projects as a project manager, and how to manage your team, how to assign tasks to your team, and everything. So, uh, actually signed into this before.
You can remove it. You can click on the S icon there to remove it.
Yeah, come on. I think I need to log out because I need to start afresh. Because maybe this account is already it's already old. Okay. So we need to create a new account for this so we can actually start afresh. The other accounts I had is a free demo account and it has already expired. Um, here, let me set this. Okay. Mhm.
James, can you please remove the pop-up, the doesn't make pop-up.
The pop-up?
Yeah, so we'll be able to see your screen.
Oh, I was spoken.
Can just tap, okay.
I I used to see the pop-up.
Now is not showing your whole like the meeting
It's
tab.
not showing my it's not showing my whole screen.
I
Okay.
think
See,
from
see what you can do. Just click on that S icon
yeah,
on that tab. It will go out.
Which one?
no, the next one,
The
the
S,
next one,
the one is S. Yeah. The other one
the next one.
Uh,
in that same place. In that same place. That one with S X. That S, the cross X. Just click on it. It will move.
this one?
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
But
Just click it.
if I
It will move out. It will remove.
Don't
if I
worry,
do
the
this, I'm
call.
gonna.
No, don't worry, the call will not end. Just
You're not
click
going
it.
to log out. You're not going to log out.
Okay, the call will not end, right?
Yes, yes, it will not end.
No, no,
Just
it
close it.
won't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ta-da.
So can you see?
Yeah, we can see your whole screen now. Okay.
Sorry, you guys have to bear with me because I'm actually using VPN and this is gonna take. It's not gonna be as fast as we'd anticipate. So this is Asana. So we're gonna start from the beginning. So this is how it looks like if you want to start a, a new project or you want to open an account. What we're opening now is actually going to be a personal account. You can also sign up as a company where you can have more features. So you just have to enter your name. So let me enter my name. Um, James Abraham. We can also put picture here if you want to, but let's just continue for now. Then now you're going to tell us. It's asking us to tell us about your work. Like, what kind of work do you want to carry out with this Asana? So first of all, your role. Um, okay, let's say business owner, and then Which function best describe your work? Okay. So, so we have product manager, projects, or program management. So let's choose this. We have the option to choose uh, multiple options here. You can also say marketing. Okay. You can also say administrative experience. So that's that. What do you want to use Asana for? There are many things: projects, intake, uh, standardization, project management. So I think that's okay. So click continue. Next, okay, started. Okay. Go to market necessary. No. So we have to create a new work. We have to create a new work or a new project. So this you are seeing here is the previous projects I actually did for my company. That's why you're seeing that there. So, but now for the purpose of this class, we are going to create a new project. Let's set up your first project. So now we are going to choose a project we are going to work on because, like I said, working on a project is very important that you have a clear goal, and that starts from choosing the kind of project you want to work on. So I don't know the kind of projects we are going to use as an example here. Okay, let's just say um, data bros tech graduation, data bros tech graduation. Okay, data bros tech graduation. Okay, what are few tasks that you have to do? Okay, now it's asking us what are few tasks that you have to do for data bros tech graduation. You know, when it comes to graduation, we're going to have the students, we're going to have the party, we are going to have the people that are in charge of publicity, people that are in charge of um, foods, people that are in charge of transportation, people are in charge of cake, and you know every aspect of this. So this is what we're going to put in here now. So let's say planning, planning, mm, transportation, transportation, uh, transportation, cake, a party cake. Okay, so let's see. Now, how do you group this task? You know, when we talk about project management, there's going to be to-do lists. Where normally how you have your to-do list every day when you wake up, or every week, or every month. We also have it in project management here. So to do is what you're going to do, but you have not started doing them. Then doing, we have doing here, and also we have done, which can also mean completion. So that kind of stuff, that's how this also works in this tool. So in Asana, we have different ways that we can be able to display our dashboard. We can display our dashboard in lists format, which is what we are seeing at the right hand side here. And also we also can display it in a board view. You can also display it in a board view and timeline or calendar view. So I think first of all, let's go with lists view. Okay. Please, I would like, let's say, 6 of us in this meeting to drop their email address so that I can use it as a teammate for this project, so I can be able to assign some tasks to 6 of us. You can drop in the chat box.
Our email, right?
Yeah. I need people to drop their emails so I can be able to invite some people. Okay. 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 I think this is enough. Okay. So we have invited teammates, or we have added what? My gosh.
Okay, I think that was the question I had wanted to even ask. James, I wanted to ask the Asana, is it paid what is it called? App
So
like the
yeah,
products.
it's yeah,
But
it's a paid, but you
exactly
can
I've gotten my answer from the screen. Okay.
yeah, it's paid, but you can also have a free trial. But I think the account I used to register that email address, maybe I've used it before, so that's why. So I think I need to try to sign in again to another system. Oh shit. Um, oh, no. Please bear with me. I need to do this again. Um, oh, uh, hmm, do this now. I just Abraham. Get the fuck out. Hmm, what's happening here? An account. Please, sorry for the inconvenience. I didn't know this was going to take me to my old account because I wanted us to start from the beginning and do this.
Sorry, James, just a quick one. When signing
Yeah,
up, when signing up, and those other
yeah.
information they are asking, and tell us about your work and what your role, what function best describe your work. So the
Hmm.
responses you give, do they impact on how the interface will look like, or it doesn't matter what you choose?
Most of the time, it depends. It also influences the kind of interface you get. But in this aspect now, it didn't, because we have to be the one to choose the how our dashboard or interface is gonna look like. And this Asana.
Okay, thank you for that.
Let me check this email.
Please, why he's still trying to sort this out? We had actually dropped a survey, a quick
Okay.
feedback on what is going on and some other useful things that we just needed you to fill in, especially once this session is over. We can be able to send you some resources that has been used for the webinar and some other useful things as well, and also inform you about future events. And as well, I think if you can help to click the form in the message in the in the message section and try to fill that, that won't take you up to 1 minute. The questions are very brief and straight to the point. Thank you.
Okay. James, well on that, I don't know. I have something to share, and maybe it might also answer
Yeah,
the
you can go
question
on.
with. Yeah. Okay. So it's just a personal experience, right? So I just want to get your perspective on it. Okay.
Okay.
So is regarding this remote, the topic you are handling, concerning the remote work. So there was a
Yeah.
day I was supposed to work from one of our nearby branches, but then I decided to work from home instead, thinking I could manage everything just fine. So
Yeah.
that very day I had a presentation scheduled with just within the team, like a
Mm.
different department in the same organization. All
Yeah.
right. Then inside me, I felt ready, since I've already decided I will be working from home instead of going to the nearest branch. And
Okay.
uh, you know, then things happen. NEPA did their thing, right?
Okay.
And
Mm.
my internet also misbehaved. So, and one thing about that is, based on I was certain that this NEPA will last a bit. You understand? Due to you know, I've monitored how they normally give us lights. You understand?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
that session, it continued. Both the bad network, the session wasn't that good. It was bad. You understand?
Mm.
So, out of would I say panic or to avoid embarrassment, you get,
Yeah.
I have to tell my team that or I have to lie that where the branch that I'm working from, that their network is very bad. That is very, very bad. And
Okay.
uh, that is why it is affecting whatever I'm doing. You understand, the provision, the whole call.
Yeah.
And the point is that I did not prepare. I didn't prepare for a proper backup for that.
Yeah.
You understand? And looking at that, I understand that I compromise in being professional in that, because that call or that walkthrough was very important, right? So my question to you is, in these situations like this, where the environment fails you, in like the NEPA, how do you
Yeah.
strike that balance between being transparent and still maintaining your professionalism within the team, or within let's assume I'm having that with a client. So how do you now maintain professionalism, even though when you encounter issues like that? And as also
Okay.
for a follow-up, how do high-performing remote team prepare themselves to handle this kind of unpredictable disruption, to avoid losing credibility?
Okay. First of all, the one of the challenges we looked at in remote project management is, like I said, when you don't have a power source, or you're in a place that the source of power is not reliable. And most times it's not only the power that causes the problem. Most times you are engaged in other activities that you can't be able to meet up with your teammates at the appointed time, or be able to complete your task at the appointed time. So what I would say there, for you to be able to maintain your professionalism and also be able to deliver on your tasks, the task being assigned to you, I think what should be done there is you making use of your communication tools. Because when it comes to a team, like I said, in project management, collaboration and teamwork is very, very important. So it's if you're a good project manager, it doesn't really necessarily mean that you must be the one to complete your task. You can also ask someone, your teammates, to be able to help you. Then you can be able to send them personal message. You can send them personal message, or you can chat them in their DM. On Slack, even though we have team channels, we also have a way you can be able to talk to different persons whenever you need their attention. And also, for you not to be queried or something like that, is very, very important that if you have that kind of issue, is advisable that you reach to your team lead. You reach out to your team leads and let the person know. And also, if it's possible for you to be able to complete your tasks anytime you get on your dashboard or anything, you should be able to hurriedly do that whenever you're done with what you're doing. So that's the advice I'm going to offer about that.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. I think we're actually going to use this. We are going to use this, though I'm afraid of it being out of date, but I just want us to make use of this. So this is how the interface the interface of Asana looks like after registration and everything. You see, this is how the interface looks. Here we have uh, the menu. The menu here we have, if you want to create a new project, which we're going to come to later, you can click here to create a new project. Then we have the home. This is the home screen. The home screen is showing us many things. It's showing us many features of this Asana too. So here you can also see my task. You can see that I have two tasks that have been overdue since January. That was the last time I made use of this, and I didn't complete this task. Though I kept getting on the email to do this, but I ignored it. That's why it's still here uncompleted. So you have to see. You will also see your upcoming tasks. If you have an upcoming task that has been assigned to you by your project manager, you can find it here. Then you can also find a task that you have completed. You see, this is a task that I have already completed. This project was done for IJ Consults and Services, which is my brand. So okay, so that's my task. You can also, this is a project. This is the project. In the home screen, you can also see your projects. So we can click here to create a new project, which we are coming on. I just want us to take a look at the menu first of all. So this is a project I've worked on before. IJ Consult and Services webinar, marketing strategy for IJ Consult and Services. So as you can see here, these are people. These people here are my team members. These are my team members. So that's what you can see there. So here at the left-hand side, at the menu, you can also see the inbox. Inbox is where you can see if anybody has messaged you. All of us know about inbox. So if anybody has messaged you, you always see the notification here. We also have reporting. Reporting shows you the reporting shows you how your project has been carried out and everything. The impact of your project, my organization, the metrics, everything. If you click on them, it's going to show you the reporting of your organization or the project you're working on. This one is portfolio. Portfolio, you can actually create a new portfolio for each project. Any project you're working on, you can actually create a portfolio. Let me check this out. So portfolio is just to show you the record of any project that you have worked on and how far you have gone with that project. So we have goals here too. Like I said, when you want to start, you need to set goals as a project manager. So you can always keep your goals here. Then strategy map, team goals, my goals. So you can set a strategy map for your team. This one is team goal, and also your own personal goal can also be set here. Then we have projects. Then we have projects. So this is where you find projects. This is where you find project. This is the project that I've already worked on before. So and then we have workspace. So this workspace, you can actually create a project here too, and also invite teammates, and you can also see the project that I've already worked on. So this is the DataBros Tech graduation that we created at the first, if you can remember. So this is a project we're going to work on. So if we want to work on this project, we will simply have to click on it, then it's going to load for us. Okay. I think everybody can see, right?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the DataBros Tech graduation project. So this is a new project we want to work on today. And here, like I said, this is the list view. If you want to view it in a list, this is how you are going to, it's going to appear. Then we also have the board view. This is how the board view appears. This is how the project appears in the board view. So what this board view shows you, see, this is to do, doing, done. You can also add ongoing. You can also add ongoing. Let's add ongoing. So, so you can also add ongoing. So what this does here, the board view, is if you look at this place now, we have structured this graduation, DataBros Tech graduation into three, though we are still coming to work on it. So if you come here now, let's say you are going to start the planning today. You're going to start the planning. So what simply you have to do is just to click and drag this into this place. So if you click and drag here, it will now show you that it's already shows that you are doing this project already. You're already carrying out this particular project here now. So maybe within that space of time too, if there's a task that is ongoing, you can also drag it and put it here. So you just like that. If it's complete, you can just put it in done or completed. So, but this, before we go on, I want us to structure this projects very well so that we actually understand it very, very well. So when it comes to planning, good. So the planning, if you click on planning, you're going to see, if you click on planning, you'll see that there are many drop down menu that appears here. Here you're going to see the person like the project manager. Now I'm serving as the project manager here. Then you're going to see the due date that you want this project done. If you want it, if you want to change it, you can also change it. So I put the due date on 3rd of June. You can put it at 2nd. Also, that's when the planning is going to be. The meeting for the planning of the party is going to be. Then here, I was talking about priority. Priority is telling your teammates either if this meeting is of high priority, of low priority, or medium. Then you click here. If it's high, you can actually select high to make it a high priority item for your teammates to see. So here you can write a description of what you're going to expect in that meeting. So let's say the meeting is going to be about planning for the graduation party. So everyone is expected to show up. So that's the description. So here you can also attach image, you can attach links, you can attach video, anything you want to do. And also here you can also add subtask. You can also add subtask in this project. So that's how that is. So let's say, okay, that's for planning. Then when you're planning a project, there are people that are involved in like we're working on this graduation party now. They're going to be the planning committee. They're going to have the people on that's going to be doing the transportation. We have people for people that will be in charge of welfare. Welfare. Oh my God, sorry. Welfare. Welfare. Okay. Transportation. Photography. Publicity. Publicity.
Party after party.
Okay. So those we have we're just trying to break this project down. We're just trying to break it down. What again? What do we have again? Dinner party. Let's see. Okay, I think we should stop here for now. So this is transportation, people that are going to see about the transportation. So now this is what we're going to do. If you click on this, it's going to take you to this transportation. You see now, it shows you this so that you can be able to select either this project is what you're doing, or is it ongoing, or is it already completed? So you can actually choose to do. So here now, assignee, the project manager is always going to appear here. Then the due date, you also have to choose the date you have, these projects have to be, or this task have to be completed, because this is task we are sharing now for us to be able to carry out this project and deliver it on time. So you can say the planning is taking place on Monday. Then we can say Tuesday, the group that is in charge of transportation is going to meet on Tuesday. Then So the priority for this is going to be high. Yeah, you put the priority to be high priority. Then you can also add uh, description here. Description. Uh, just anything to, from graduation. Any, um, okay. Um, I'm coming. So we can also add some subtask here. So subtask we are going to add here is you have to go to the branch office of GUO and speak with the manager. So this subtask now, you're not telling the person that you're going to assign this task to what he or she is going to do. Like breaking down what the person is supposed to do. Okay. So now, sorry, I need to assign this to someone. Okay. So now you can actually assign this subtask to another person, another team member. You can see we can assign this to Precious. So Precious is going to be the one to carry out that subtask. Precious will be the one to carry out that subtask and due date. So we can add due date too. We can add due date to the task Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. So just like that. So that's what we do. So people that want to buy cake, we can also click on cake to be able to. Okay. So who are you assigning this task to? First of all, you have to assign it to somebody. The person that is going to be in charge of cake. Let's say Izuna is going to be in charge of cake. Then the due dates for the cake to arrive. Let's say our graduation party is on Saturday, so we have to make the arrangement for our cake on Friday latest. On Friday latest. So this dependency means if this cake, well, for this cake to be delivered, does it depend on anything? Which it depends on something. It depends on the person that is baking the cake, and it also depends on the transportation and everything. So that's what this dependency is all about. So you can always add the dependency here. So we also have to add the priority for this task. We say medium because you still have some time to do it. So description, you can always tell Izuna what you want him to do. Go to so cake company and order a graduation cake to be delivered on Friday evening. Okay, so that's that. So if there is anything you want to also put for Isaac to be able to help him to execute these tasks, you can always add link here. Like if I want to send him the location or the contact of the person to go to, I can always add from this place. I can also add some task telling him the kind of cake, the kind of icing, the kind of, how many steps the cake is going to be. You can always add that here as a project manager. You have to be able to break down the You have to be able to break down the task so that the your co-worker or your partner that you're working with will always be able to understand it so as to carry the task out as fast as possible. So welfare, who like food among us here? Let's say Enina.
Uncle, just like that.
So so Enina likes food, so he's going to start making the preparation for the food um on 5th. That's the due date for the food. You have to give us feedback. And again, I want to say this. So when you're doing your task, you can always reply back to your manager. Like this place, they say add a comment. Maybe I want to tell Ian or something. So I will type and tell him. He will get it directly. You're not going to see it in the general inbox. You're going to get it directly. So that's how it is. See, it appears as a chat here now. So he's going to reply me too if he has any issues. So Aina is in charge of food. So we're going to tell him what kind of food. This food is going to be of high priority because it's very, very important during party. So Aina, we are going to have rice, jollof rice, fried rice, egusi, um, egusi, which other food serve? Semo, oha soup. Uh, okay. Uh, soft drinks, beer, red wine. Okay, so those are the some of the things you're going to provide for the welfare. So we can also add some subtask, telling him where you're going to get this, the brand of beer, the brand of soft drink, the kind of food, how is it going to be spicy, is it going to be medium, that kind of stuff. So somebody is also going to be in charge of photography. Let's assign someone. Assign. Okay. In charge of photography. Photography is going to be on that day. So priority is media. So you tell the person in charge of photography, make sure that all the events is covered for media publicity later. So that's it. So you can also, if you want to add subtask, you can break it down for the person to understand very, very well. So we have publicity. So you have to assign someone. We need to assign someone that is in charge of publicity. Publicity is going to start 1 week or so before our program. You see, so the priority or the deadline for this task have already been set tomorrow because I already clicked Sunday. So the person that is in charge has to do it immediately. There's no need to waste time on it. So priority is very, very high. So publicity, contacts the graphic designer to pick the flyers. Then also contact the social media manager to broadcasts in all Media platforms. So let's just leave it there. So you can also go in details in breaking down the tax for the person. So we have dinner party after party. Okay. So me, I like party. Let me use IJ consult. Let's assign this task to IJ consult. Party is also going to be dinner party that evening. So yeah, let's say medium. So you type and tell me what I'm going to be or what I'm going to do as a project manager there. Then you can add subtasks for me too. So now we have finished organizing this project in a way we are going to carry it out. We have break the project down, we have broken it down on how it's going to be. Now you see, we have our due dates, we have the assignee. Oh, assign to this thing for myself. No, I need to assign to another person. Eric. Okay. So we have the due date. We also have the priority here, as you can see. So change this. So here you can change the color of this project. If you want to change the color, we can actually change. Let's change the color to blue. So now if you click here, you're going to see how you can manage this project, this particular project you're working on. So you view project details, the icon, manage dependencies, copy link, duplicate, and all those. Even if you want to import any file from Excel or email or like anything, you can always import it to help you with this project. So that's what you're going to see. So then we have list view. Let's now go to our list view. So you can see how this project is. So we have, you see here, if you look at our to-do, we have our planning, we have our transportation, we have our party cake, welfare, photography, publicity, and dinner party. You can add more tasks. It depends on you. So now you look at this place, you see that we have to do, which you have not started doing. You have not started doing any of this. So when we now start, let's say we have already started the planning of our project. Then you just have to click and drag to doing. You click and drag to doing. You see now, it's already in this place now, showing you that this project has been started. Okay, so it's showing you that this project has been started. And let's say transportation has been completed already. You have to put it here, just drag it and put it there. Once you have completed this, you just have to put it there. Then this one, welfare, is currently ongoing, and photography has been completed. The person that is handling the tax has already completed that. So as a project manager, you'll be the one to be doing these things. And like I said before, we are still going to go to automation, where you can be able to automate these things and it can be done for you. You don't need to use your hand just like me now and be doing them. So you can see, so we have timeline here. Let's see. So you can see a timeline is just like a calendar for you to see how your project and everything is being structured and all that, or how it went from doing to done and all that. So this is our dashboard. This is our dashboard. So in this dashboard, you're going to see the summary of the project you're working on. So it's going to show you here the completed task. We have not completed any task. incomplete tasks, we have 8. Overdue, there's no overdue currently, and the total number of tasks you have done. So then you look at this place, you see incomplete tasks by section. You see to do, we still have some one task in the to-do list which we have not started. Then we have 3 that is ongoing, and we also have 4 that has been completed. So this is the total summary by completion status. So incoming tasks by assignee. So you see the the project managers, like the teammates. The teammates are here. So the teammates are here. This task completion over time is going to show you when the priority for this task, the due time for the task is what you're going to see there. So this one is your calendar. It's normal calendar. You want to add something, you can add. So I'm coming. Let's go back to our board view, or we can also go back to our lists. If you click on the list view, it's still going to show you the same thing. You discover now on the list view, it's just a kind of displaying different dashboard views. So on the list view, you still see the same thing. The ones we have moved to doing is also appearing on the doing side. Then the ones we have also finished is also appearing here. So, but now I'm going to take us to how we can actually automate our workflow, because I said before that you don't really need to do this by yourself every day as a project manager. So what this tool helps us to do is that you can actually automate the workflows. You can actually automate the workflow so that once this person is done with this task, it can actually be done, like it can actually be shifted to completed. You don't need to use your hand and drag the task. You don't need to use your hands, just the way I'm doing now, to drag the task. So now we're going to look at for you to do that, you can actually use workflow. You can use workflow automation. You can use workflow automation. It does not take time. So it's either you use workflow or you use customize. This customize, if you are using customize, you have to click on rules. Rules, we're going to add our own rule. We're going to add our own rule. Let's see. Okay, create custom rule. Okay, so now this is what happens here. This is what happens here. So we're going to add or automate the tasks now as a project manager. We have already finished assigning tasks to your co-workers or your subordinates. So you see this first place now, you say when, that means we're going to say maybe when a task is changed from this to this. Let's see. You see now, you can say when a task is moved to a section, when a task is added to this project, when a task is assigned, when task type is changed, when due date is changed. Those are the ways that you can be able to change status. Okay, let's say when priority, no. I'm coming. Start date is changed, due date. Okay, let's say when a task is moved to a section, when a task is moved to a section, then you have to choose or check. You have to check Okay, let's say if a task is moved to a section, you have to check the due date. So check the due dates. You check the due dates is not empty, then before between. If the due date is before, let's say, then you can set a new due date for that particular task. Then you can do what again? Then you can move that task to a section. Okay. Then to do, or then you move that task to done. Do you understand? Hello? Can you people hear me?
Yes, we can
Yeah,
hear you.
James, we are following.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm actually trying to automate this workflow so that it can be able to work by itself, not waiting for me to come and use my hand to move the task from one place to another. So now we said if a task is moved to a section, we check if the due date is before. If the due date of the task is before June, then June 1st, we have to move the task to a section. Then moving into a section, which section do you want to move it to? Is it done or doing or to do? Then we have to say done. What I'm trying to do is, wait, I need to check this. Okay, done. Okay, then if you finish creating the rule, then you can publish the rule. So let's, I want us to check. So I don't know if this is going to be.
Sorry, James. Are you able to change my name? I flip it around instead of David Enyina. I said Enyina
Hmm.
David because I had just signed up with the Asana, but I was thinking I would get an email saying that I've been assigned a task or something. But it seems the email I had given was wrong. If you're able to change that
Oh,
from
maybe if you didn't get an email, that means it's going to be maybe a wrong email. Maybe I copied it wrongly when I
no
was
no,
copying it.
I think I entered the email. I flipped my name around. So instead of David Enyina, I use Enyina David.
Okay, so did any other person get this thing? Did any other person get invitation? Did any other person get invitation from Asana? Invitation from our
Yeah.
I
workspace.
got, I
Okay,
got,
you got.
yeah.
Okay. So because me, I got many of them. They are assigned to
I see
myself.
your point.
Okay. So I think it's a wrong it's a typographical error mistake.
Yes, it's
So
from
what I'm trying,
sorry, it's from my own
yeah,
part as well. Let's continue.
okay. So what I'm trying to do, guys, I'm trying to automate this workflow so that if we finish any task, it's going to so how will it has be added to this project? Then no, let's say customize. So and I'm trying to customize in a way that when a task is finished, then it will just move it to the done immediately. So move to a section one. Type due date is changed. Start date is changed. Strange. Look, what me I'm trying to do here is actually something that you can do in a way the thing is going to suit you. So you yourself, you can actually choose to add, if a task is assigned to any of your team members, then what do you want that task to, uh, what do you want your this to do for you? Do you want it to check if that task has passed the due date? Do you want it to check if it has been completed or not? So that is what this is all about. Let's say, okay, if a task, when a task is moved to a section, we have doing, and done section. So let's say, then check if a task is moved to a section, you have to check if the assignee is correct, due date is approaching. Okay, let's say priority. Task has an appointment. I'm looking for completed. Okay. Okay. It's moved to a section. Task is marked as complete. Task. That's complete. What are you going to do? Move to a section. Complete task. Okay, let's complete this row and see. So let me come here and check if this will reflect. No, this is this way. I'm coming. There it is. Friday, the dates. Okay. Completed a task not assigned to you. So I completed a task that's not assigned to me. Okay. And let me complete this one. What's wrong with this automation? The automation is supposed to work for me. Okay, let me try something here now. Let's say sorry about my internet, please. Okay. Okay, so this task now, I want to know if the automation that we did is going to work. So if I mark completed, it's actually supposed to move it to this place, but it's as if I didn't get the the automation I did. Because once I mark completed, it's supposed to move it from this doing to done automatically. That's the essence of the automation that I did. I don't know why I'm not getting that correct. Delete, delete, delete this. Okay. Okay, so if you look at this place, you understand what I'm trying to do here. So I think I'm not getting it correctly. That's why it's not working. So if you look at this place now, this is how the automation works. It says if tax is added to this project, like if you add a new tax to the existing project, then it's going to add collaborators, like the people that we are working with on that task. Or if a tax is added to this project, it can create, you instruct it to automatically create a subtask for that task that is added. And also if the due date is approaching, then it can automatically move the task to a certain section, which you're going to be the one to tell it what to do then. I'm trying to create an automation so that once our task is moved from one place to another, or one section to another, it will now automatically change to that section. That is moved to a section. That is moved to a section. Yeah. We'll check. It's no longer blocked. Approval status. Attachment. Tax is not complete. The section tax is marked as complete. Complete. Then what are we expecting it to do? So if a tax is moved to a new section, then mark tax as complete, then do what to the task, move to a section. Which section? Okay, move to a section. Done. Just not complete. Okay. So let's publish this row and see what is going to happen. So what the customization we did now is when a task is confirmed to be completed, then it's supposed to move to a new section. Oh, I can't be able to complete this task myself.
James, can you change my email to David Enyina 477 so that I can see if I can complete my own and you can practically use it to.
Okay. Drop your email again in the chat box.
Okay.
Let me add you. Do you hear me?
Yes. Yes. I'm doing that already.
Okay. Who is saying that China to the gates internet issues?
Hey. Defend yourself.
So this is what you guys are saying in the chat since. We don't have internet issues. It's just that we have to use VPN to access anything that is made in Europe. So because we are self sufficient here, so we don't really need to depend on anybody. So that's the problem. It's not that our internet is not stable. It's actually stable. Very funny. Okay, so let me try to um, invite team member. I think I sent you an invite now.
Okay.
Then
Yeah, 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 yeah. So am I supposed to be in the Asana to see the invite, or need to go to my email?
go to your email.
My email.
David Enyina 477, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Uh-huh.
I've not seen anything yet. Does it take time to? Oh, I think I'm in
You
the
have not
wrong.
you have not seen an invite
No,
yet.
no, I'm in the wrong email, perhaps. Yes, I've seen an invite now. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
accept. Okay, all right. I've done that already.
Okay. So I assigned a task to you. Try to know if you can complete the
That is
task.
also view. Um,
It's just what is holding us here now is just this automation, so that I will show you guys how this works. I can be able to tell uh like you can be able to assign AI or anything to do this for you automatically without coming to stress yourself about that as a project manager. So you just have to create a workflow automation that if this dinner party, if the planning has finished or and it has moved to another section, it should change it to uh completion or something like that. The status changes to completion, then you should move the task to completed. So that when you come as a project manager, once you open your dashboard, you can actually see the task that is already completed, and you can also see the ones that is ongoing and everything. So
okay.
that's
Sorry.
what the automation is all about.
Um, so I am trying to navigate through the tax, but it seems
Okay.
like I'm a bit not getting into clear. So I have clicked in my task, and I
Okay.
see recently assigned and welfare, and I'm seeing
Okay.
on Thursday something like data tech graduation, but I'm not particularly sure where to type in to say the task has been completed or something. And I can see
Um,
where myself and Igwe James, who happens to create the project, and other persons as well. So,
the people that are collaborating with you.
okay. So, I don't know if
So
you're able to guide me through or tell me where I should kind of. Okay, I could see a welfare and there's a message there. Probably, I think that part was the one you mentioned that you could send messages as well, isn't it?
yeah, yeah, yeah. You can send a message. It will go directly to your personal inbox. So is there no place that it's ask you to click completion of project or something like that in the email?
In the email, I mean, actually in the Asana interface.
Okay. So go to your if you're in the Asana this thing, you have to go to your task. Click on your task.
My tax,
Click
yes.
on yeah,
I
click
did my tax now.
okay.
And what you have on your screen is exactly what I have as well. List,
It's
board,
not showing
and it's showing recently assigned.
okay.
And I could see from there welfare, and there's a message box there. Then I see Thursday. Then the
Okay. So so what you're going to do there, what you're supposed to do there now is, you know, that is assigned that task is assigned to you. So we have three categories: the to do, doing, and done. So what you're supposed to do there is, if you have started doing that task, you're supposed to move it from the first stage, which is to do, where it is when you received it, to doing. And when you complete it, you're also going to move it to completed. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how it's supposed to be. Try doing that. Let me see.
James, can you check if I also completed my own? Because I think I've clicked on done. Check.
Okay. I'm
Can you, can
coming.
you, can you check?
Yeah, I'm coming now.
Based on the explanation you've given, I'm not seeing where they say completed. I could just see do today, do next week, do later. So Izuna, if you don't mind, how did you get to do yours so that I can just learn from you quickly?
I just want him to confirm from the task he assigned to me if it is done. Then I will.
He said you completed. You have Izuna. If you
Maybe you
completed your
assign
task,
another. Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
completed your task, you can send me a message. You can send me a comment. Maybe like that you have completed the task or something like that. Then I will also see the message sent to me too. Now
Okay. Well, after.
your task is showing. It's already showing on the done uh aspect also of the section, the done section of the project. It has been completed.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then after I clicked on the listen for done, I'm no longer seeing the stuff on my task again. So
Yeah,
how do
because
I? Yeah,
okay, after you
it's not.
click on it and completed the task, you're not seeing the task
Okay.
again,
Okay.
right?
I've seen it now. I've seen it.
Okay.
So you said I should just add a comment, right?
Yeah, just like a kind of sending your somebody's. Hey, are you the one that is authoring the project? Because you just marked everything now.
Oh,
You just marked.
oh no.
So so you can see now that you can affect everything that we're doing. So
Okay. So
yeah.
there was a checkbox at the top where it said to do. I was thinking I want to check it to say I've completed it, but since it has marked everything.
That to do, that to do. You saw the project that's assigned to you there. Were you able? You can click on this board. You can click on this board. It's easier to move in this board now. You can just
Okay.
click and drag it. You know,
To done.
you can just
Okay.
yeah.
So Magana Yakari.
So did you put the project on done?
Yes, I've dragged it and put on done. But I think
What's
it's
the project assigned? What's the project assigned to you?
dinner party.
Dinner party.
Mm.
Okay. Uh, let's check if it's there. Dinner party. It has already left to the. It has left the do to do task now. So you see it. You see the dinner party. What?
Yes. So I think it was the board that probably I didn't get to know that that was where I was supposed to drag it from. So thanks.
Yeah, you have to drag it. Yeah, you can drag it there. Even this thing. This is list view. Okay, this list view. You can also click here. If you click here now, you can also change the position, move between sections. You can move it to doing, done, and to do here.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not using the board, just the board is for lazy people that just want to click and drag and all
Definitely.
that. Mm. So
I like being lazy. I just drag it. That's fine. I'll do that one.
David Ayin has 77. There's another this is assigned to you welfare. Check again. Did you get it?
Welfare. Okay. So the thing was in doing. Okay. So let
Uh-huh.
me.
Try to move it. Try to move it. You see what is happening now. Immediately, if you move it, it goes straight to the completed parts. You
Mm.
understand? But before the automation,
Okay.
but before the automation I did, I was the one as a project manager or the team lead. I'm the one to use my hands to move it to go that place. But immediately you yourself, you completed your task, wherever you are. It moves the task straight to complete. Do you understand the automation, the customization we did that time? That is
Mm.
what is working.
Wow.
So me as a project manager, I don't need to come back after work or something like that to come and check if you are doing your work or you're not doing it. What I just have to do if I come to office the next day is to go to open my dashboard. Then I go to the project I'm working on in that particular day. Then I will see if you have completed yours, if you are doing, you have done, ongoing, you have started. That's what matters there is the communication aspect. The communication aspect helps you to inform your team lead or your manager that, okay, I've started this project, or this is the level I am. This is what I'm doing currently. This is the challenges I'm facing and all that. That's what you use that chat site to tell him. So he will get the inbox straight away and then also guide you. If you need extra hands doing the project, he also has the power as a project manager or the team lead to co-sign you with somebody else. You can also add another team member to help you out in that this thing. So I want to complete this one too.
Okay. All right.
Uh,
James, sorry to cut you off. I think you just have 5 minutes. Right. So we are running out of.
okay. So I don't know if anybody has any question to ask here. Because we have really dwelled on this, but it's a practical something that we have to do and try to get used to it. And to add to this, we this is just one of the tools that we can use to do this. There are many of them. We have the ClickUp, we have Monday.com, and all that. So all of them are also project management too that you can use. Monday.com is just like this Asana now, just that it has a different interface, but everything is the same. You assign tasks, the way you assign tasks and everything is the same thing. So I don't know if anybody has any question to ask before we round up.
Okay. Should I take it up from here?
Hello?
Should I take it up from here?
Hello?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
you
can
can go
hear
on.
you.
Okay, thank you so much for the webinar. In fact, I really gained, and this will really help my projects. My question is that is this recorded? Can we have this recorded? The recording of this so that one can go through it again and again. Thank you.
As you really, yeah. So for the recording, yes, this is being recorded, and we will share that with everyone on this call. I will also tell you what to do and how you'll be able to get that.
Okay.
It's all right.
To add to that, our recording is always available in our social media channels, our Facebook and our YouTube and all that. So you can always access it there too.
Okay, I won't mind having the links. Thank you. This is my first time here, actually. Thanks so
Okay. No
much.
problem. Yeah. Okay. Any other question?
All right, please. We have 2 minutes for this question. Please, if you have any question, you can either raise your hand or drop or post the question on the chat. Okay, just have 2 minutes. I know that we've taken much of your time, a lot of your time. So, please kindly drop your question. Our speaker is ready to answer to all your questions.
Since everybody is Everybody is cool.
Okay, all right. So, in absence of no other question, we've come to the end of today's webinar. A big thank you to everyone who joined. We truly appreciate your time, energy, and engagement. Special appreciation to our speaker, James Igwe, for delivering powerful insights on mastering remote project management. And I'm sure we are living with the practical takeaways we can start implementing in our workspace, right? We'll be sending out the replay link and a helpful resources via email. So if you haven't already, please click the link in the chat to drop your emails.